Hello and welcome to episode 59 of Series 4 of Master League Story Mode. First of all, I'm very sorry that there wasn't an episode on Monday. I was suffering with a quite magnificent hangover. One of those hangovers you only get when you pass 30 years old. You young people, you won't truly understand the evils of the devil drink until you reach 30, and that's when it really hits you. If you can add into the mix a one-year-old baby who gets up somewhere around 6:30, and yeah, it was a truly awful day for me. One of those days where you're too sick to even eat. You can't even stomach the thought of a fry-up, let alone have one that could help you out. So, but anyway, enough of my woes. Sorry to have missed an episode for such a non-essential reason, really. We've missed some in the past due to pregnancies and illnesses and things like that. This one was just purely my own doing, so I apologise for that, as I'm sure you're all excited to see if Clermont can continue this excellent run we've been on before we get into the first game of this episode. And we've got 2 games in the space of 4 days, which is going to be tricky. I think we've already got some Thai players. We just need to have another look at this squad. We've got a couple of new players, obviously. I think we want them on the bench. So who drops out? That's the question. I mean, Tisserand is such a utility man that we'll probably only bring him in if really necessary. So he probably drops off the bench. Passetto, a lot of you wanted me to sell him. We didn't sell him. We didn't sell Masunda either. A few of you unhappy with that decision. For me, though, it really comes down to the fact that I'm pretty set now, and I'm sure the vote will go this way as well, that Creeg will be leaving at the end of the season. And for that reason, it's no point in us stacking money. We weren't going to sign anyone as good as Masunda, so we might as well have him as an option off the bench. But for now, I think he is just an option. And he's our highest rated player. But I think he now drops out of the first team squad. I mean, maybe we don't need Toure in there as well. No, we'll keep Masunda as an option. We've got Tisserand, Passetto and Toure now not even making the bench. It's a very strong bench. I think Cafu has earned his starting place, so he should be there. And then it's the Benassa Doolin. I think Benassa probably does it for me. And then other than that, I think we're pretty happy. Or do we fully move over Holgate? I think we do. Holgate Zagadou for me is the right centre-back pairing for us for the rest of the season. Other than that, I think we keep it as it is. The problem with Ben Arthur is he takes down our team spirit by 4 if we bring him in for Wellington Nem. I think they're probably equally as good options there. Both have their strengths and weaknesses. Emre Moore has been poor. Berahino's still a great option off the bench. We've got Sibachu now. Big old target man. Not the best player in the world, but he can absolutely rasp a shot. 84 kicking power. So he'll be an interesting option. So it's turning into a very strong squad. It was, we decided against buying left or right backs. They're probably still our 2 weakest areas. Alcibiade, our weakest overall rated player in the first team in the starting 11. But he's never let us down. I've always been a big fan. And with Doolin dropping out, it's going to be Incham as our first team captain. I guess Doolin now becomes club captain. Incham is the practical on-the-pitch captain. So there we are. Sorted. Let's get actually into the game now. St Etienne have been a hard team to play against. They've got a good front line. Interesting formation. Remy Cabella, a really solid player. And a decent back line. 69 rated keeper though. Hopefully we'll get something from him. And then, yeah, back to this. Well, we just laid it out there, didn't we? A lot of yellow arrows here. Got to be tempted to play Ben Arthur. Tempted to play Emre Moore as well. Doolin in for Benassa today. Yeah, I think we'll go with Doolin on an upward arrow. Because I think this could be a tricky game in the midfield. They've got a lot of bodies in there. Basically 5 in midfield. So we want the physical abilities of Doolin there. He gets the captain's armband back. I've actually quite liked Benassa at attacking mid. That is an option as well. I think we'll go with Wellington today. We're going to keep things as they are. Passetto on the bench for Masunda. Yep, we'll bring him in. Other than that, we're good to go. Mitro well out of it now. Well out of it. And Loppy still hanging around. The legend that is. So I always tell myself when we start a new series that I'm going to take my own stats. I'm going to write down things like away wins. You know, just so I can get an idea of how we fare on the road. And this would be a good time to flex that stat. I have a feeling, a hunch, they're actually doing okay on the road this season. I think we had troubles. I don't know. St Etienne, though, since, well, I think we probably played them even in the first season in the Coupe de France, I seem to remember. They're a tricky side. They're not the best team ever, but difficult to play against. Let's see how we get on. Pierre Gabriel now, a player that we've looked at signing. Holgate comes across. Good header from him. Now Duarte can bring it forward, the Spaniard. Given space to run into here. Pulls it inside to Olivier Incham. Little overhit, but we'll get there. Oof, didn't want that to him, but Wellington Nem will be able to turn here. Karamo can poke it in the path of Koyalapu. Is he onside? He is. Inside to Wellington. Nem. Oh, that was actually meant to be for Clermont. But Nem snuck in ahead. Almost our first chance of the game, but it's fallen to Ncham here. Great effort. Had so much more time than that, Olivier. Could have taken 3 or 4 touches there. A panicked clearance from St Etienne straight into the path of Olivier Ncham. And he could have gone one-on-one with the keeper. Hit it far too close to him in the end. Duarte inside to Wellington then. Little back hit into Ncham. That's neat. Koyalapu. Looking for Ncham. Ncham will turn. Looks to use his speed and strength. The shot comes in again. Olivier Ncham looking lively. Another corner one. Holgate attacks that well, but we don't win it back. Oh, Ncham though. Great interception. And smart play. Shrugs off Remy Cabella. And eventually finds Ruben Duarte. He'll step inside now. Nice movement there from Duarte. Skips it in to Koyalapu. Back to Olivier Ncham. He looks up, puts the ball in. Duarte's there with the backwards header. Would have been beautiful. Great work from Duarte. He's really stepped up after all the talk about a new left back being signed. It's well worked here. Ncham back onto his right foot. Duarte continued his run into the box, but just couldn't deflect it with the back of his head into the goal. 24 minutes gone though. Things are positive here. Oh, Duarte. Lovely work again. Side to Wellington Nem. Skips away from his man. Into Clermont. Can he get the shot off? No, Cabella. Great defending. This first half very nearly over now. Will there be something for us before the end? We deserve a goal. Nem out to Alcibiade. He can find Ncham. Olivier Ncham, the first time effort. Jan Clermont, the poke. Oh, still Ncham. Nem into Clermont. Oh, bollocks. Should have been 1-0 there. Should have been. So many chances at the end of that half. But we've been absolutely all over them, dominating this one. Only 2 shots on target though for 58% possession. That's not quite good enough. But keeping them to 42% at home, that's a really promising start to the game. Got to make sure we get a goal early in this second half though. Oh, Cafu, great work. Wins it back from Pogba and then straight away he turns and he's on his bike. He's got a nice little pocket of space to run into here. Only Clermont ahead of him. But they've let him into the box here. Ah, Koyalapu! Oh, it fell to him and he scored goals like that before. Cafu just went slightly too far. It all opened up. He saw pound signs or goal signs and whatever you want to call it. Fell to Koyalapu. Unlucky not to work the keeper there. Comes Alcibiade. Steps inside of his man. Good work. Cafu into Wellington Nem. Looks to go head to head with Deuce there. Great work. Ncham now outside to Alcibiade. Slips in Cafu. He steps back inside. Still Jonathan Cafu. Oh, had to finish that. Had to finish that, Jonathan. Great work. All round there. Wellington them showed great strength. Moved it on quickly. Alcibiade slips it into Cafu in the box. Inside of Cabella. And inside of another. Just needed to square it there to Clermont. He only had eyes for a shot. Got to get a goal. Come on. Comes Alcibiade. Lovely ball into space for Cafu. Speed takes him away from Pogba. Gets the ball in. Easy take on the near post though from Lacroix. Oh, but Clermont's nicked it back here. Surely 1-0. Oh, it's just not going in. Just not going in. St Etienne trying their hardest to allow us to get our first goal. It's the second time in the game. They presented a poor clearance right to a Clermont player. That one took a very, very good save to keep out. Cafu over this one. Can we get something here? Zagadou's there. Passes it on to Doolin. No. No. Diony. Easy tackle there from Zagadou. Oh, Wellington Nem loses out though. First bit of danger here. Diony gets away. Oh, Bernardoni, who's had nothing to do all game, has to pull out a world-class save to prevent us getting some serious egg on our faces. Let's take a look at that. Wellington Nem caught in possession. I think we need to make some changes now. Oh, I don't think that was going in, but Bernardoni wasn't to know. So a couple of changes here, and maybe not the ones you might expect. Passetto joining Ben Arthur on the pitch as well. They'll come on in attacking midfield and at right wing respectively. Oof. Oh, that's nice from Ncham. And now Passetto, the substitute, is on a blue arrow today, which means he's been training well. Corinne Diacre's seen something that makes her think she wants to put him on. Oof, that wasn't it though. Long ball, great touch from Diony, turns away from Zagadou, and then he's inside of Holgate. Oh, Bernardoni had to get his gloves to that one. Koyalapu, lovely touch. Finds the substitute Ben Arthur. Now Duarte. Back inside to Hatem Ben Arfa. Yet to see much from him. Finds Koyalapu. Slips it back into Ben Arfa. He's only got one man at the far post, but it is Jan Karamo. Couldn't get to it. Koyalapu. Oof. Pushing here. It was good work from Ben Arfa. Keep the pressure on. Incham. Sees the run of Koyalapu. Lets it fall. Oh, how did you not hit that? Thought I'd let that fall perfectly to his feet. 79 minutes gone here. This is getting a bit desperate now. Can't believe we can come away with this than anything other than 3 points. Emery Moore, the substitute, couldn't win that back. It has come back to us now. Emery Moore playing out on the left-hand side. Can he run at this defence? Into Karamo. Back to Emery Moore. No one in the box. He's going to take it inside. Patrick. Oh! Couldn't quite pick out Ben Arfa, who made an excellent run. 2 minutes left in this one. I can't believe it. And that's it. Full time here in St Etienne. No, they're not going to get another chance, are they? No. Can't believe this. It would only be worse if they were able to get a goal here right at the last minute. Diouf out to Pogba. What are we doing? Where's the defence? Holgate. No, not out for a corner. Not across the box. No! Oh, you're fucking kidding me. You are fucking kidding me. That was totally my fault. Oh, what are you doing? Tried to prevent a corner. Thinking we could get it to go out. To go dead. It's right across the box. And that is a massive 3 points dropped. And there goes the league. And there goes our dreams. I mean, this goes down as the most disappointing game of PES I think I've ever played. Allowing a goal like that 5 minutes into extra time. Oh. Oh. I mean, they did come back into it a little bit, St Etienne, and we were only able to get 4 shots on target. Maybe the substitutes were the wrong 3. Passetto, Ben Arfa and Emery Moore. We didn't bring on a single centre forward, and we did have Ben Asser as well. Could have changed the game, but to give it away like that. Holgate, bought in for the first time, makes a crucial error right at the death. And speaking of death, I think that's the death of our run at this league. Oh, I can't believe that. Cannot believe it. And we slipped 7 points now behind PSG. Would have only been 4. Would have only been 4. And 3 points behind Nice. Still plenty of time to go. But we've just made it very difficult for ourselves. Oh, we deserved at least a point from that one. Well, can we pick ourselves up only 3 days later, still away from home against Bordeaux? We need to build confidence back up again. That will have hit this side. Really hit us hard. Let's take a look at the teams. So in Cham on a downward arrow. Yeah, there's been a bit of fallout here by the looks of it. Couldn't bring in Dooley either because he's on a downward arrow. Could play Ben Arfa as a central midfielder. Or Toure. Bring him in. Tricky. Right, we'll play Ben Arfa at central midfield. We'll see how that goes. And I think we're going to have to keep everyone as they are. I think we'll bring Decore back in because Holgate's tired and probably not the best thing to do to ruin his confidence after that big mistake, but he is tired. And Decore does bring the team spirit back up again a bit. I think we'll hand the captaincy to Wellington Nem. And hope and pray that we don't do anything as stupid as we did in the last one. I'm gutted. Absolutely gutted. It's going to take me a long time to get over that. Bordeaux have got Kamano. He's been free scoring this season. I think he's there or thereabouts in the Golden Boot race. They've got a few 60s dotted amongst them there, especially at centre-back and goalkeeper. We just need to get the ball in the back of the net in this one. I think that's key. And maybe try bringing on some strikers when we need a goal. Crazy idea. Crazy. Let's go. So I would like to apologise now that the dust has settled after that one. I would like to apologise for my 4-letter tirade, as they'd call it in the red tops at the end of that game. Quite a few swears in there. Sorry if young children are listening. That's not the way to react to something like that. You react in the way that we're about to react now. You come back better, stronger, harder, and you put the ball in the onion bag, or le sac d'oignon, as they say en France. Let's do it. So free kick here in a decent position. We can use Hatem Ben Arfa's free kick ability here. And this is a really nice position here. We'll just get it to the edge of the 6-yard box. Over the wall. That's a great one. Karamo was there. That was really well weighted. Just couldn't quite find the man. And Bordeaux will win it back here. Zagadou. That's a great pass from the centre-back. Now Wellington Nem. Get out the way, Koyalapu. Found him, though. And now Karamo into the box. Jan Karamo spins inside. The curl. Oh, it's blocked by the Bordeaux player. Karamo needs a goal today badly. That was a decent move. It's going to be Ben Arfa over this one. He's got a lot of the big lads up from the back. The curler into the gloves. That's poor. De Preve, a player we looked at, finds Gajic. Oh, that's lovely work. Oh, and Zagadu's got the wrong side of the board. Oof. Jesus Christ, get it away. No! Oh, that's a good finish. That is a great finish from Kavanagh. He's been in great form this season. And the defensive frailties of Clermont continue. I don't know what's got into us recently. No one seemed to be anywhere near the ball at any point there. But that is a lovely finish. Zagadou didn't get anywhere close to it, neither did Decoure. Oh dear. Oh, Laborde, ball out to Depreve once again. We're nowhere to be seen, and the header just over the top of Bernardoni and just wide. This is looking shaky. Oh, Laborde lets it run, and he's got the better of Zagadou. Tries to force him out, but he finds Depreve. Good ball in. Decoure gets ahead to it. Oh, Koyalapu can't get it under his control. And now they'll have it back here. Bordeaux really pulling the strings in this one. Laraja, that's a great ball. Alcibiade can't get it out. Can't keep it out even. Ball into the board. Nice turn. Goes back to Varda. Placille now. Oh, it's beautiful here from Bordeaux again. Decoure can't get close to it. The shot goes wide. We're falling apart here. Our season is falling apart before our eyes. Back to Wellington Nem. Can we move the ball around a bit better? Ben Arthur now, edge of the box. He'll curl one. Oh, off the post. Hatton Ben Arthur. So close to his first goal in the Clermont jersey. And it really opened up there. And that's exactly the sort of goal you'd expect him to score. Playing in central midfield today, given a bit of space to run in. Oh, just couldn't quite wrap his foot around it enough. Koyalapu just chips it over into the path of Wellington Nem, the captain today. Out to Cafu. Turns Sabali. He's against his old side today. I forgot about that. Inside to Alcibiade now. We're taking our sweet time here. Wellington Nem. Koyalapu chips it in, looking for Karamo at the far post. Oh, no. It was great work and he was onside. Just couldn't finish it off. Difficult angle. But as the first half draws to a close, we've had opportunities. We certainly have had opportunities. Only one on target though, so maybe not as many as it felt like. Come on, Clermont. We're better than this. Koyalapu, well read. You can find Hatton Ben Arthur. Just moves it onto Wellington Nem. Now Nem through the centre. Oh, still just... Oh, Wellington... No, no! Come on. Benassa. Nice footwork away from his man. And now Nem back into him. Can push it into Jan Karamo here. Can he get his first goal of the episode? No! Blocked again. So we're going to try what we didn't in the last game and go for a completely different set of substitutes. Berahino and the new signing Sibachu up front for Koya and Carrot. They've been ineffective, unable to finish anything. What can these two new players do? Neither of them have had many minutes. Well, Sibachu, this will be his first game time in a Clermont shirt. Can he pop up with an important goal here? First of all, we've got defending to do though. Alcibiade doesn't win the header against Kamano. But Wellington Nem sneaks in and wins that back. And now he can go forward. The little Brazilian. Oh, the run from Sibachu was perfect there. We didn't find him first time. Battling with Tulalan. Can't get there. Oh. Comes Decoure bringing it forward. Inside to Cafu. Now Wellington Nem. Looking for options here. 78 minutes gone. We need to work something out very soon, but that's not going to be it. Awful pass there. And now we could be caught on the break. It's Kamano onto it. Oh, that's a good block there from Zagadou. Don't know how much he knew about that. Alcibiade, good ball into Cafu. Down the line into Sibachu. Ah! Oh, he's won it. Lovely back heel into Cafu. Turns away. Can he get the shot off? No! Nothing is working. Nothing is happening. Ben Arthur, will he get to it? He will. Berahino into Sibachu. Lays it into Ben Arthur, into the box now. Hatton Ben Arthur, yes! Come on, finally! Get in there. 83 minutes gone. And it is the signing that no one really was that bothered about, but he's come up trumps here. We needed a point today. We had to stem the bleeding, stop the flow of poor performances. And even if we don't get 3 points out of this one, this is going to be a massive point. And yeah, good work from Sibachu. Just saw the run of Ben Arthur, who took his time, finished low and hard on his weaker foot. And what a way to introduce yourself to the Clermont fans. It's a goal in only his third game for the club. Making the run in from attacking midfield position. We've moved him slightly further forward in this second half. It was a calm finish where others have failed so far in this episode. Can we go on and win it here? Surely not. Oh, Duarte wins it back again. Berahino into Sibachu. He can win it here. No! Oh, no! Oh, no! And we talk about a good way of Ben Arthur introducing himself to the Clermont fans. That is a very bad way to do it. Sibachu, the new signing, brought on today to win us the game. And he's lost us the 3 points there. That should have been a tap-in. Oh, that's ridiculous. This episode has been an absolute joke. Had to somehow reel in my swearing and shouting in this. But I can't believe it. 2 great chances to win that one. 2 points out of a possible 6. And if we didn't think the league had gone before, that's definitely it gone now. That is it gone. Sibachu's miss and Holgate giving away the goal at the end of the last game are just inexcusable. Inexcusable. And there we are. We slip even further away now. It's 9 points behind PSG. Out of the Champions League spots as Monaco leapfrog us. It's a dark, dark day for Clermont. So there we have it. Not ideal, but in the next episode, it's 2 cup games. Looks like the cup could be our best chance of silverware, whether it's the Coupe de France or the Europa League. Because it doesn't look like Liga is going to be a possibility now. Individual errors littering this episode. Not good enough. But can we go further in the cups? Got Frankfurt and St Etienne in the next episode. Join me for that one. I'll see you in a bit.